live streaming too.
All right, guys, we're live. Pushing the envelope here as we're just getting set up. We are here for some Cottage Grove PWAA hockey in Cottage Grove, Minnesota. Cottage Grove home team here, facing off against Lakeville North in a tough district game. Every game is going to be tough in this District 8 for Minnesota. Cottage Grove on the heels of a come-from-behind tie against border rival Woodbury last night. Down 2-0 in the first period. Cottage Grove came back, squeezed out a tie, a 4-4 tie, and we're right back at it here the next night. And Jack on a stretch pass from Max. Jack free. Shot, goal on the forehand, and a beauty stretch pass from his cousin Max. Gotta love that. I think they've done that in the backyard a few times. Max picks up the loose puck, and Jack was cheating just in front of the blue line. Max looks up ice and finds him, and Jack cashes in, putting Cottage Grove up 1-0 early in the game. 12:51 to go in the first. Zazada on the left wing, Omen on the right wing. Got Weller and Graham on the blue line. Atkins centering, he stays out. Lakeville rings it around. Graham in pursuit. Wins the battle to Jack as he jumped in to help Graham. Now Graham has it, chips it off the boards to Max. Max dekes one, and now it's off to Jack. Jack trying to cut in front of the Lakeville player, but Lakeville turns it back the other way. And now they are on sides, working on Graham. Graham angles outside. Shot from, and a great tip. And Anderson with a great save. And Weller punches it to Anderson's glove, who freezes it. And a great early save by Anderson Calling. He'll get the start tonight for CG. Good look by Lakeville. Even better save by Anderson. Anderson Calling starting in net for Cottage Grove. Face-off controlled. Another tip shot. Pad save Anderson. He freezes it. We'll redo the face-off here on the right side. My right side, Anderson's left. Face-off controlled by Lakeville again. This time they push it down low. Hunter's there on his backhand over to Owen. Now it squirts free to Gouster. Gouster, far corner. Backhand centering pass towards Brooks. Didn't quite make it. So Owen, a nice reverse by Owen, and he centers it over to Brooks. Just past his stick, but the puck does clear. Lakeville's got to regroup in their own end. Centering pass through a left wing. Great play by Owen, and then Jackson steps in to help him. Puck's on Jackson's stick. He dishes it up to Brooks. Brooks peels off as he saw Hunter jump into the play. Puck free to, and Gouster almost just had a kick and a push. Lakeville comes away with it, though. They go D to D in their own end. Break out to their right wing. They tried a one-touch centering pass. Lombard, fresh off the bench, tried to center it over to Jack, picked off by Lakeville. Lakeville back the other way. Right winger bending the edge here, lowers his left shoulder on the backhand, pushes it across the crease. Nobody there, but the Lakeville forward just comes fresh off a line change and pushes it down deep. Now Hunter with speed out of the back end. Hunter, he's got some room, and he's turned away. Back the other way through the neutral zone. Here comes Lakeville. Weller faked right, went left. Puck comes free. Near side corner. Lakeville jumps in front of Miles. They hold the blue line and push it back down low. Hunter's in pursuit. Lakeville there first on the forehand. Good stick by Hunter. But they get it back to the blue liner, and they just pumps it back down low, rings it around the boards. And Lakeville, they have to force it out past the blue line and regroup in the neutral zone. They send it back down low to Anderson's left. Hunter's going to get there first. He's got some time. He punches it off the half wall. Nice one-touch pass by Tyler to Jack. Jack reverses to his backhand, slows things down, goes back to Bowden. Bowden back to Max. Max got a stick on it. There'll be no icing. It's not going to make it anyway. Max, good hustle play. He's shoved down. No call. And Jackson, good hustle play. He reverses to his forehand. Now backhand. Kicks it to himself. Trying to push it back down low. And now Lakeville holds. I was going to say Lakeville pushes it, but Weller there gloved it nicely and got a shot on net. Now Lakeville clears. Bowden regroups nicely. Oh, he faked over to Weller and then gave it to Z. And Z from the circle. Oh, and he couldn't pull the trigger. And what a play by Bowden as he looked off the defender. It looked like he was going right over to Weller, and he looked off the defender and went to Maxey, and Maxey almost had a good rip. Toe drag by Lakeville behind Anderson. He's tripped up. No call. Oh, weird carom off the post. Lakeville onsides on a 2-on-1 shot. Save. Anderson, no rebound, face off. Upcoming in the Cottage Grove end. 8:52 to go. Lakeville with 5 quick shots on net. And they win the draw back to their D. They go to the lefty. Shot blocked by Jack. Oh, and Jack picks off a loose puck. And an errant pass by the Lakeville player. Gouster has it now. Tried to get it back to his D, but it was picked off by Lakeville. Now they're back the other way on a 3-on-2. Good back check by Brody. Now it's a 3-on-3. Right wing, shot. Anderson, I think that went off the top of his stick, maybe off the knob, off the Anderson's right. Now it's in the far corner. Owen battling. Graham lost an edge, pops back up, gets out of Owen's way. Owen wheels it around behind the net. Graham's going to get there first. He's got some room, looks up ice, cuts back over the middle, and now goes to Anderson's left. Hits Brooks on an outlet pass, who tried to hit Brody, and eventually got there to Jack. Jack went cross ice to Owen, who's taken down. Lakeville back the other way. Graham looking, forced a tough shot by Lakeville. He angled him to the outside. Now Jack has it. He looks. Gets Brody. Brody to Miles. Maurer working. Oh, and a good toe drag by Miles, and now turned back the other way by Lakeville. Through the neutral zone. Owen angling the Lakeville player. He cuts to the middle. Nobody home. It's going to be Mikey who scoops up the puck. Kaplan has it. Half wall. Up to Maurer. Maurer looks cross ice to Mikey. Mikey has it. They gain entry. Oh, and Mikey took a hard hit. And Cottage Grove's going on a power play. And a good play by Lombard. Just past the Lakeville bench. He took a shot up high. Probably getting interference here on Lakeville. 7:13 to go in the first. Lakeville out shooting Cottage Grove right now 6-1. See if we can turn the tide here on a power play. With 7:13 to go in the first. 1-0 your score, Cottage Grove. Face off one. Weiss goes to Bowden. Bowden looks. Back to Weiss. Weiss reverses, looks. Skates it in. Looking for a shooting lane. Goes to Jack on the short side. Jack looking. Comes back to the corner. Goes back to Tyler. Tyler! And a great pass by Ullman. And it's an Ullman to Zazada connection. That's your Cottage Grove 2024 score day connection. Ullman to Z. And a great quick power play goal by Cottage Grove. That's going to be Zazada from Ullman. And maybe Atkin on the second assist. Cottage Grove jumps up 2-0 on 2 shots. 2 shots, 2 goals. And then they win the draw. And here comes Weiss with speed down the right side. Accelerating. Turned away though, but Jack's there. Jack looking. Cuts to the middle of the ice. Tried to dangle. Got poked away by Lakeville. Puck comes free to neutral zone. And Lakeville right in front of the Cottage Grove bench. Turned away by both Tyler and Hunter. Lakeville has to regroup. And now Tyler chips it up to Jack and now turned away. And here comes Hunter. Hunter's got room. He's going to take it all day. Shot. Tried to shoot. Got poked away at the last second. Hunter's still in business behind the net. Good patience by Hunter. He finds Jack who cues it up. And it's blocked nicely by Lakeville. And here they come back the other way. Good angle by Bowden and a good stick and a paddle save by Anderson. Steers it away. Another errant pass there by Z, I think. Picked up by Lakeville, but the shot was blocked. Never made its way over to Anderson. Anderson paddles away a soft shot. Al Bowden corrals it. Brings it around the boards. It's Z. Zazada bumped off the puck, but Tyler comes in to help him. Jackson now off the bench. Chips it to Graham. Graham reverses, looks up ice nicely. Finding some room. Graham turns on the Jets. Reverses, looking for something to develop. Gives it back to Weller. Weller over to Brody. Brody, one touch pass to Brooksy. Brooksy chips it up to Jackson. Goalie had to paddle it off to his right. Cottage Grove still working in their own end. Now Graham regroups in the neutral zone. Poked away by Lakeville, and Lakeville short side chance here on a 2-on-1 shot. Save Anderson. Graham has it. Off the boards to Brooksy. Brooksy. Just offsides is the call. Cottage Grove down a forward for one more game here. Looks like they're cycling centers again, just like yesterday against Woodbury. Four minutes, 49 seconds to go in the first period. Cottage Grove is going to get a penalty here, giving Lakeville an opportunity here on the power play with just under 5 minutes to go in the first. Cottage Grove up 2-0. Atkin, Ullman, Kaplan, Maurer on the penalty kill. Atkin on the draw. Lakeville controls back to their D. They chip it down low. Working off to Anderson's right. Nice pressure by Owen. Lakeville still in business. They go back down low to Anderson's right. Centering pass broken up by Maurer. Lakeville holds it in though on their blue line. They pump it back down low to the corner, now on the half wall. Half wall pass back to their left D. They just slap it towards the goal. It's going to give Bowden an opportunity to clear. Good stick by Lakeville to hold it in for a moment. Now Bowden clears. And Jack was looking for a pass there. Just past his stick or over or under it. I couldn't quite see it. It was right in front of me. swapping out all four on the PK. Hunter Weiss, Graham, Mikey, and looks like Zazada on the draw. Controlled by Lakeville, but picked off by Max. And it clears the neutral zone. Lakeville's got to regroup. D to D here in their own end. Now back to the other D. And up ice to their right winger. And a good touch pass, but it's picked off here by Hunter. Loose puck. Lakeville keeps control of it. And now out of the zone. Lakeville has to regroup again. 30 seconds to go on the power play. Nice play by Hunter as he stepped up with force, forcing Lakeville back. Hunter working on number 13 again. Steps right in front of him. Are you kidding me? Hunter gets called for a nothing. I have no idea what that call was. 5-on-3 for 8 seconds. Hunter literally jumped in front of a player and gets called for I don't know what. I honestly don't know. Jack on the draw. Cottage Grove down 5-3 for 8 seconds. Big power or big face off here rather. It's Jack. Controlled by Lakeville. Looking. 5-on-4 as we get a player out of the box right now. 5-on-4 for 1 minute, 20 seconds. Lakeville back to their right D. Back down to the half wall, back to the D. Here comes a shot, blocked by Bodes. Good stick by Maxey, but not quite out. Lakeville now on the far half wall, so they skate it down to the corner. Back to the corner. Good stick by Bodie. And now Max has it, and he clears it out. 51 seconds to go in the power play for Lakeville. And now an errant pass. Graham has it. Graham looking for some room, just punches it down low, killing valuable time. 35 seconds to go in the power play. Nice pressure by Max, but Lakeville overcomes it and they skate it through. Bowden angles the player off to the a weird pass, but it was blocked. And now Jackson just about sprung free. Could be another penalty there if they wanted to. Good play by Bodie. Chips it back to Jackson. Jackson, half wall, off the boards, held in by the lefty. Punches it back down to the half wall. Now they swap. Umbrella here for Lakeville. Skating towards the middle. D to D. Centering pass picked off by Bodes, and he hit Max. And it was touched. No icing's a call. Cottage Grove full strength. They kill it off here. Cottage Grove up 2-0 with 1:45 to go in the first period. Lakeville back with speed the other way. Inside the circle, short side, no angle. Good poke by Owen. Great defensive play by Owen Johnson. And he's going to be the first one to the puck. And he chips it off the boards towards Brooks. Held in nicely by Lakeville, though. And now turned away again by Owen. And now Brooks finds Jackson. Jackson, center of the ice, poked away. And he's tripped up. Cottage Grove's going on the power play. And a great sequence there by Cottage Grove. Starting with Owen Johnson on the back end, chipping it up to Brooks. Brooks one touch to Jackson. Jackson pushed ahead with speed. He got tripped up, drawing a penalty. Cottage Grove's going on the power play here with 1:21 to go in the first. Only 3 shots still for the Wolfpack. It's going to be Atkin on the draw, Fergie and Weiss on the blue line. One back to Graham. Graham looks, skates it in. Goes to Z. Z looking. Goes to Weiss. Weiss looking. Goes to Jack. Jack looking. He's got Graham up top. Sees him. Pulls back down low. He's got Max with him. He goes back to Hunter. Hunter looking. Goes to Graham. Graham looks. Pulls back. Looking for some room. He goes to the other side now to Maurer. Nice umbrella here for Cottage Grove. Drop past Hunter. Hunter trying to get a shot. They go back down to Jack. Jack inside the face-off circle. He wheels around onto his backhand. Drop past Hunter. Jack goes over to Graham. Graham's got a lane. Shot. Glove. Just missed the net, but it's corralled by Max. 35 seconds to go. Max looking. Shot, save. We'll have an offensive zone face-off by Cottage Grove. Like the patience there by CG on the power play. Moving the puck around, waiting for an opportunity to strike. They get a good shot towards the goal. Went wide. Max corralled it. And they finally get one on net, but the Lakeville goalie makes the save. Back to Graham. Graham looks. He goes to Hunter. Hunter queuing one up. Lakeville goalie forced to make a save. We'll do it all over here. 26 seconds to go in the first. 36 in the power play. We'll move the face-off over to the left side. See if Jack can win another one back to Hunter if he can drop a bomb here. One's back to Hunter. Hunter looking. Here it comes. Shot over the net. Max has it, though. Keeps control. He's got Graham if he wants him. He's got all sorts of room, though. He takes it. Went back down low, short side. Drop pass back to Max. Max looking. Shot. Save. Max is going to get there first. No one's skating in the red jerseys. Back to Graham. Graham shot towards the goal. Missed far post. Jack picks it up. He's got all sorts of time. Oh! That one snuck up on me. 2-0 Cottage Grove after one. Cottage Grove has 10 seconds left on the power play as we start the second. Lakeville controls the face-off. Nice D by the ref. Let's go, ref. Let's go. Bowden goes over to Weller. He chipped it up to Mikey. Just past him, so Lakeville has control. Good play by the Lakeville D. Little deception move. And Lakeville just on sides. Oh, what a save by Anderson. Wow. And a great look by Lakeville, but Anderson had it read the whole way, and he squeezes it just under his 5-hole. So we'll get a face-off here, a welcome face-off after that save. We'll take that. The CG goaltending has been top-notch so far early on. And Anderson's fended off 10 shots so far. Puck up to Jack. He's shoved from behind. Finds it on his forehand, though. Drives strong. Shot, save Lakeville. Off to the right side. Brooksy roughing up the Lakeville player in the far corner. Brody steps in to help him. Brooksy comes away with it. Chips it up towards the D. And Graham steps in, pokes it in for a moment. And now Graham's got to retreat. It's a 2-on-1 chance. Sauce pass. Just broken up by Graham. Good recovery. As Graham had to pinch in, and then he got beat and had to regroup. One-timer shot and a goal through Anderson. Just squeezed under his legs. Maybe 5-hole and a soft, weird redirect. giving North their first goal of the game. 2-1, 12:33 to go in the second. Jackson on the draw. Lakeville onside. Drop pass, shot, save, Anderson. Graham pokes it away up to Tyler. Tyler chips it up off the boards to himself, and he's free. And he dishes off to Maxey. Maxey toe drags through one, and a shot and a save. Oh, and a great play by Max. What a rush. And a great pass by Tyler to spring Max. And an even better save by Lakeville. Got to tip your hat to them. Cottage Grove now trying to clear it out of their own end. Right in front of the Lakeville bench. It is not clear of the blue line. Now it is. And Cottage Grove back the other way. It's Max. He tried to center it up to Jackson. And the Lakeville player lost it, so Tyler put some pressure on him. Jackson's there to intercept. Fake pass. Tried to drop it back to the D, and here comes Lakeville back the other way. Graham turns him away. He chips it off the board. Shot towards the goal. Paddled away by Colling. Chip at the boards. It's Max. Max tried to drag her on one. Poked away. Graham steps up. He has it. He's got Max with him. Graham speeds up. Trying to get around one. He's got to lower his shoulder. He does. Shimmies. Reverses. Line change, Cottage Grove. Graham just trying to hold it in deep because reinforcements come out, and they do. Graham retreats to the blue line. He's with Hunter now. Lakeville back the other way. Sauce pass. Blocked by Hunter. Now picked up by Hunter, and they go over to Miles. Miles skates it over the red line. He cuts to the middle. On his backhand, skates it in. They're on sides. Kicks it to himself. Miles ran over a player as he jumped right in front of him. It's going to be Kaplan regrouping behind Anderson. Cuts in front of him instead. He gives it up to Jack. Jack wheels around Anderson now. Up to Mikey. Free of the zone. Mikey didn't see it, so Jack recorrals it. Skates it in. Jack on his forehand side. Dishes it up. Oh, and a great look for Maurer. Just missed. Jack still looking. He reverses to his backhand. Drop past Bodes. They hold the zone. Weiss squirts free. Shoots. Save. Good save by Lakeville off to his left. Cottage Grove trying to hold the zone. They do. It's Maurer. He's taken down. Lakeville back the other way on a 3-on-2. Weiss retreats with Bowden. And they're changing on a 3-on-2. We'll take that. They got to be careful of too many men on the ice. Puck squirts free. It's Mikey has it. Now Jackson on his backhand. He tried to dish it up to Dufresne. Picked off by Lakeville, and they hold the zone. Back to their D. They hold it. Left D pumps it down low. Picked off by Weiss. Weiss touches it to himself, clears it high off the boards. Into the Lakeville zone. Lakeville goes D to D off the backhand. And now wheel behind their own net. Cottage Grove line change. Brody Gouster fresh off the bench. Forcing an errant pass, but the winger is able to corral it. They skated in with speed. Bodes works on him, forcing a bad shot off to the side. Gouster, half wall, off the boards. Held in by Lakeville. They pump it back down low. Behind Anderson to his left. Kaplan's there first. Kaplan looks up by, centers it up to Jackson off his skates. So Bo just takes it. Now poked away by Lakeville. Good stick by Lakeville holding it in. Anderson forced to make a save. Gloved it. Tried to paddle it off to the side. Missed, so he just covers it wisely. Freezing play. 8:59 to go in the period. 2-1 Cottage Grove. Jack coming out to take the draw. He's with, looks like Ullman. Got Weller and Johnson on the blue line. Whistle here. Z's out there as well. Gotta love this line right here. Ullman, Zazada, Johnson. Tons of familiarity with each other from all year last year. Lakeville, short side shot. Weller zings it around to Z. Z picks it up. He's got Ullman, hits him. Ullman cuts. He's poke check, stays with it, stays strong. Tried to fight through. Puck is still loose. Cottage Grove able to hold it in. Now it's clear. Lakeville back the other way. They push it down the left side. Near side boards to my left. Good D by Johnson, forcing a bad shot by Lakeville. Not a bad shot, just not a quality shot, rather. Lakeville, though, still holding it in. They pump it back down low on the backhand. And now it's picked up by Weller. Weller's turning it up. Bounce pass off the boards to Omen. Now it's picked up by Jack. Jack with speed. Dangles. Short side. Lowers his shoulder. Backhand. Rebound. Oh, and Z just missed far post. And a good rush there by Cottage Grove. Cottage Grove still in control. Zazada. Far corner. Centers it up to Jack. Oh, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on a great stick check by Lakeville. And now they're back the other way on a 2-on-2. Still free is Lakeville. Forced wide, though. Forehand shot. Save. Anderson. Picked up by Jackson. Jackson shovels it over to Max. Max cuts to his forehand side. Oh, and he tried to drag through. And almost made it through on a nice little deke there. Tried to put it through the Lakeville player's legs. That's probably going to be a penalty on Miles, I think. It's a good hustle play by Miles, though. They just got tangled up. The speed was going the wrong direction. Nothing he could do there. Good hustle by Miles on the back check. Just kind of had a full head of steam going right into the player's back as he slammed on the brakes. So that'll be a penalty on Maurer. Putting Lakeville up on a power play here with 7:15 to go in the second period. Cottage Grove up 2-1. Lakeville left D, half wall. Back to their D. Looking. Back down to the half wall. Face-off circle shot blocked by Graham. And Jackson chips it free. Fergie with a great block up front. And Jackson on the clear. And here comes Lakeville back the other way. And Jackson with a nice stick. Forcing Lakeville back in their own end. Lakeville onsides through. Poke check Lisney. Puck is free, though. Looking for a forehand shot. They're forced to reverse back to their backhand. Umbrella here. 3 up high. Now back down low to the corner. Touch pass. Connects. Shorthand shot. Forehand shot, rather. Save Anderson. Lakeville still in control in their own zone. They go cross ice to their right D. Backhand. Evades one. Looking for a forehand shot. Save. Anderson saw that the whole way. Good glove by Anderson. Freezing play here. Cottage Grove swapping out a couple PK forwards here, getting fresh legs. Actually, all 4. Here we go. We got Owen Johnson, Hunter Weiss, Jack Atkin, Brody Gouster coming out to try to kill off this last 29 seconds of the power play for Lakeville. 6:14 to go in the second period. Jack on the draw. Jack won the draw, but it went back to the Lakeville blue liner. They're able to push it down low. Around the boards. Gouster's going to get there first. He shovels it on his backhand and clears, and Jack's loose. It's going to be a foot race, and it's going to be an icing. For my friends in St. Louis, Uncle Steve, we cannot ice the puck when we're shorthanded in District 8 play. So icing is the call. Face-off, D-zone, Cottage Grove. It's going to be Atkin. 15 seconds to go on the PK. Johnson wins the race. Forehand. Lakeville intercepts. Back down low. Anderson's right side. Save Anderson. Rebound goal. Anderson made the initial save, and there was no bodies in front. So they cash in on the rebound. Knotting this thing up 2-2 with 5:50 to go in the second. Good power play there by Lakeville as they capitalize, tie this thing up. Face off. Graham has it. Reverses. He's roughed up by 2 Lakeville players. Jack comes in to help him. It's going to be a penalty. Power play, Cottage Grove. Let's go. Face off coming down the other end here. Cottage Grove is going to get their look at a power play here to answer the bell here. 2-2. 5:38 to go. on the PK with speed. Here comes Lakeville, picked off by Jack. Jack back the other way, and they're going to make it hurt. Jack skates in with speed, slows it up a bit to settle it down. Goes over to Hunter. Hunter looking. Shot Hunter. Got a piece of Graham. Graham trying to get the rebound, picked up by Lakeville, and they're back the other way. Gloved by Hunter. Hunter waiting for people to check up, and they're on sides. Jack now skates it in between the circles. Shot, save. We'll have a face-off in the O-zone for Cottage Grove. Kaplan and Weiss on the blue line. Atkins centering Fergie and Z on the power play. Z on the draw. Graham steps in, chips back to Bodes. Bodes to Hunter. Hunter looking. Goes over to Jack. Jack squeezes in, going short side. He's forced to go back to Bodes. Bodes back to Hunter. Hunter looking. Slides it over to Maxey. Maxey. Graham parked up front. Maxey in between the circles down to Jack. Jack. He changed his places with Bodes. Bodes back, or Jack back to Bowden. Back to Jack. Shot. Off the post or the crossbar. One of the two. But Cottage Grove corrals it. Max pulls it down. Looking. Jack. Short side. And the puck is still loose. And they're ringing around the board to see if Hunter can get there. He cannot, as it had speed. And they're going to regroup here. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Hunter with speed. He gives it up to Jack. Past him, it's Max, who is onside, skates it in a crowd, dangles, cut short side, tried to go backhand to forehand rather, turned around. It's going to be an icing. Good power play by Cottage Grove there. They just couldn't cash. Lakeville forced to ice it, so we'll have a face-off in the Lakeville zone here. Nice hold by Mikey. Another nice hold by Mikey. And Miles had it but lost it, so they had to regroup through the neutral zone. Lakeville forced just to chip it out into no man's land. It's going to be Maurer. Maurer looking off the boards to himself and Jackson. Jackson chips it down low. It's Miles and Jackson in pursuit. Miles takes it. He backhands it behind the net. Lakeville's there first, and they're back the other way. Sauce pass picked up by Owen, and he just got too much on it. He pushed it a little too far ahead of himself. Cottage Grove back the other way, and a nice pass by Mikey to Jackson and Miles on sides. Wait. What are we doing here? I was on sides, no? No. 3 minutes to go in the second period. 2-2 your score. Gouster with Atkin. Gouster on his backhand with speed, lowered his shoulder. Graham forced to retreat. Chipped down low by Lakeville. Around the boards. Bode's going to have it. He goes to his backhand, now forehand. He's got Gouster. Gouster chipped it out of the zone. Lakeville, though, regroups. Brooksy has it out of the zone, and it's a race, and Gouster, good rush by Gouster, just missed. Lakeville onside, shot, Anderson save, glove. We'll have a face-off inside the Cottage Grove zone. Jackson on the draw. Wins it back behind the net. Graham's there first. Tried to get over to Maxey. Picked off nicely by Lakeville. Bowden jumps in, though, and regroups. He reverses behind the net. And now he goes over to the half wall. It's Max. Max corrals it. Dangles. And he's free through the neutral zone with speed. Tried to put it through the legs of the Lakeville player, and they turn it back the other way. It's going to be a 2-on-2. Good back check by Tyler as he's coming on the left side. Bowden forces the player wide. Now Graham steps in, near side corner. And they get it back to their blue line, but out is the call. And that'll be a face-off in the neutral zone as Lakeville was unable to hold the zone. Face-off controlled by CG. CG picked off here by Lakeville. Shot high over the crossbar. Max is going to get there first. He chips it up the boards towards Jackson's direction. He's going the wrong way. Lakeville jumps in, keeps control of the puck, and they keep it in their zone. And he's shoved down by Jackson, picked up by Hunter. Hunter towards the blue line, held in. Drop pass. Lakeville shot, save Anderson. Atkin coming up to take the draw. Wins it behind behind Anderson rather. Hunter has it. Half wall, Mikey. Mikey, one touch. Jack dangles through one. He's got Miles with him. Jack skates it in. Lombard crashing on the right side. Good rush by Jack. Forced into the corner though. Now he looks back to his blue liner. Reverses to his backhand. Chips it back down low towards Miles. Miles has it behind the net. He's working with Jack. Tried to backhand center it. Was broken up nicely by Lakeville. Cottage Grove trying to hold it in, but they're unable to. And now Miles in pursuit. He chips it back to Owen. And Owen will get there first. And he's going to squeeze around Anderson here on his backhand. He shimmies free, and he's loose too. Owen's got some speed. He's by one. He's by two. He lowers his right shoulder. Owen. Oh, and a good rush by Owen and swept away by Lakeville. Puck's loose, though. Miles had a good chance out front. Couldn't get a shot off. Lakeville back the other way in a 3-on-2. Good back check by Miles and Mikey, slowing down the 3-on-2 rush, forcing Lakeville to send it back to their blue line. They're unable to hold it. Unforced error there by Lakeville as they could not hold the blue line, so no shot. 2-2 your score after two. We got 14 minutes to go in the game after this 1-minute intermission. Two to two your score. As we enter the third period here in another tough District 8 matchup here. Atkin has it, skates it through, shot, save. Quick offensive zone faceoff coming up for Cottage Grove. We like it. Great faceoff win by Cottage Grove to start the third, and a good shot by Jack in between the circles. We'll get a draw here, see if Jack can win it. Tried to push it back to Graham. Lakeville controls it. They wheel it around. Off the half wall. Off to their left winger. Good play by Weller. Nice job by Weller, and Jack steps in to help him. Good hold by Lakeville. They send it back down low. Miles has to retreat. Miles to Graham. Graham loses it. Chips it to Max. And now behind Anderson. Centering pass broken up by Graham. But it somehow ended up going on net. Anderson had to kick it away to his right side. Now Cottage Grove has control of it. Jack ran into Miles and a Lakeville player. And Lakeville's able to hold it in. They wheel it around. Graham's going to be there first. He chips it to Miles. Miles, half wall. Omen, he's got Jack with him. Jack just scoops it up and goes. And that's poked away by Lakeville. They come back the other way. Graham is going to change. He's forced to retreat, forcing a player wide. Centering pass. They just missed. Shot blocked by Omen, and Z's free. It's a one-on-one. Maxie got a one-on-one chance here. Goes wide. Gets a shot. Glove save Lakeville. What a shot by Maxie. He tried to go far side upper corner to the goalie's glove side, and the goalie nabbed it. Good look by Max, though. 12:38 to go in the game, 2-2. Lisney on the draw. Wins it. Brooksy has it. Brooksy gives it to Jackson. Jackson back to Brooks. Picked up by Lakeville. Lakeville out to the blue line and out. 2-on-2 rush here for Lakeville back the other way. They're on sides. Got hung up by Bowden. Centering pass, backhand pass out front, and Hunter's loose. Hunter's got some speed. He's turning on the Jets. He's going down the right side, now over the middle, now to his left. Forehand side, Hunter, shot, save. Lakeville, and a great rush by Hunter. And Hunter's back the other way. Here comes Lakeville on a 2-on-1. Bodes. And a great back check by Hunter. Shot, save, Anderson. Let's go. Great rush by Hunter, and he had to hustle back on a back check. And he got back just in time to force the Lakeville player into a weak forehand shot that Anderson's going to save all day, keeping this thing at 2-2 with 11:56 to go in the game. Blue line, Lakeville. They dump it down low. Johnson pokes it away. Reverses to his forehand side. He's roughed up. Still working. Good play by Johnson. It's picked up by Jack. Jack's got Miles with him. Jack kicks it to himself. They're on sides. They're in business in the far corner. Jack holds it in. Back to Graham. Graham looking. Shot. Blocked. And back the other way. Graham's got to get a foot race. Graham regains control. He's got some room now as the player fell down. Now poked away by Lakeville. Graham tried to squirt by him. Now Miles the other way. Gives it up to Mikey. Mikey, center ice. Loses it. He's dragged down. Lakeville back the other way. They're through one. Back the other way is Johnson. Lakeville's onside. Shot, save, Anderson. And a rebound goal as the puck went high up over the crossbar, fell straight down, and Lakeville's able to bang it home to go up 3-2 with 10:50 to go in the game. 3 unanswered goals here for Lakeville. Cottage Grove has to get back on track here, see if we can answer. Be Lisney on the draw, Z to his left, Tyler to his right. Z has it. Z looking to do some damage, dishes it up to Omen, back to Z, shot, oh, and just missed far post, but Z still has it. Backhand to Omen, Jackson. Jackson working in the corner, centering pass to Zazada, good stick check by Lakeville, denying Max a shot. And that's offsides, thank you. As we'll have a neutral zone faceoff coming up. Good look there by Max and a good play by Tyler to find him. Like the stick check by Lakeville too. Max was queued up, tie this thing up, but faceoff Atkin controlled by Lakeville. Reverse right in front of the Cottage Grove bench. Lakeville reverses, centering pass, short side chance, goal, Lakeville. All of a sudden, Lakeville's up 4-2 in the last 40 seconds. And a great shot, short side Not much Anderson could do there as it snuck up over his shoulder. Plenty of time left here as Cottage Grove can regroup. 10-13 to go in the game. It's going to be Atkin on the draw, Z to his left, and Omen on the right side. Fergie and Johnson on the blue line. 4 unanswered here for Lakeville. Let's see what Cottage Grove's got. Just need to get one, open the floodgates, get back in this game. Tyler shot, save, rebound. Picked up by Lakeville. They chunk it out towards the blue line. Johnson's unable to hold it. Lakeville back the other way. On Graham. Graham angles, shot, blocked Graham. Picked up by Lakeville to Anderson's left. Now behind the net, poke check Johnson. Picked up by Lakeville. Now they reverse, centering pass, picked off by Graham. Graham tried to squeeze it over to the half wall and was picked off by Lakeville, and now out by Cottage Grove. And Lakeville's back in on sides. Shot. Another block by Graham. Rebound chance, though. Save Anderson. He's forced to make a leg save. His right side steered away to his right. Lakeville still working, though, as they're holding the zone nicely. Steered away again by Anderson. Now Johnson has it. He reverses to his forehand side and hits Tyler. Tyler, one touch to Jack. Missed. Picked up by Max. Max threw one. Dangles. Shot. Maxie scores! Tucked it under the crossbar to bring Cottage Grove back within one. And Cottage Grove finally on the board after the first period. Not saying that in a negative way, but you knew they were going to get one more at least. That could open the floodgates for the team in white. As Cottage Grove brings this thing back within one. And Maxie on a nice rush. He had to get through about 3 guys. And he tucked it up under the crossbar to bring Cottage Grove within one. It's going to be Lisney on the draw, Dufresne to his left, Brody on his right. Controlled. Hunter looking for speed. He's got some room. Hunter in between the circles. Puck is loose as Jackson puts some pressure on. Lakeville forced to regroup in the corner on the half wall. They try to chip it out. Held in by Hunter. Hunter, snapshot, just went over the crossbar. Hunter was just keeping it down low. And now it's not held in by Weller and broken free. That's offsides, but it's Cottage Grove brought it in. So no offsides is the call. Jackson just missed Brooksy, just past his stick. And Lakeville regroups off the boards. Back to Hunter. Hunter looking. He's looking to explode again, and he's got room again. This time Hunter goes to his left side. Forehand shot. Oh, and Hunter tried to sneak it under the goalie's leg pad. And it was a great save by the Lakeville goalie to keep them up one, and a great rush by Hunter. He tried to sneak one down low, but it was a great pad save by the Lakeville tender, keeping them up one. 8:12 to go in the game. Tons of time here. Cottage Grove creeping up on shots here as they're past the 20 mark. Putting a little pressure on here after that goal here. Lakeville zings it around. Miles not able to hold. Shifty moves. It's offsides. Nice play by Miles, as he was just able to hold on. Force it back into the zone, but we were offside, so we'll swap out a couple. It's Kaplan and Johnson on the blue line, Atkin on the draw. Maurer to his left. Face-off control back to Johnson. Johnson looks up ice. No option, so he chips it up to Mikey. Turned away by Lakeville. Lakeville's back the other way. Hodes has it. Sheds one, goes to Miles. Miles has it. Tried to center it over to Mikey. Turned away by Lakeville, but it's Maurer. Maurer now has it. Lowers his shoulder. Skates right in front of the Lakeville bench. Cottage Grove's on sides. It's Maurer working in the corner. He's shoved down. That's a penalty. Cottage Grove's going on a power play with 7:40 to go in the game. Miles still down. Now he's up. He'll be all right. A power play, Cottage Grove. 7:40 to go in the game. We got Fergie on the left wing, Jack centering, Max and Graham. Face off one to Hunter. Hunter to Bowden. Bowden looking. Shot. Tip. Graham. Rebound chance. Graham. Turned away. Held in by Jack. Jack skates it in. Drags through one. Looking for a shot. Dangles through another. Shot. Oh, and a great save. Puck squirts free. And that's going to be an icing. We're going to redo it here. We're going to keep the camera down this end. Good pressure by Cottage Grove. Strategy here. Graham on the left wing. He's going to camp out in front of number 67 in between the pipes. Try to get a tip here. Jack's going to win this draw back to Hunter or Bowden. They're going to go to work here. Let's go. 22 shots now for Cottage Grove as they're creeping up on Lakeville. 4-3, 7:20 to go in the game. Face off. Squirts into the far corner. Held in. Nope, now out. Hunter's got to regroup. He goes to Bodes. Bodes settles it down. Up to Jack. Jack and Graham rush it in. Jack on his backhand. Jack looking. Over to Hunter. Hunter. Cross to Graham. Graham shoots. Save. Max has it. Looks. Back to Hunter. Hunter looking. Back to Max. Max looking. Shot. Save. Into the netting. We'll have a face-off in the O-zone. Let's go. We still got 33 seconds left on this power play. Lakeville swapping out their entire penalty kill unit. Cottage Grove keeping their power play unit out on the ice. .540 to go in the game. Lakeville full strength. Maxie steps up. Four, 3, 5:40 to go in the game. 26 shots now for the Wolfpack. They're creeping up, trying to put some pressure on Lakeville. Lakeville centering pass picked off Weller. Weller got to go to Gouster. Jackson's tripped up. Weller's got to retreat. He's with Graham. Weller, sauced it, Brooksy. Off the boards to Lakeville. They pick it up at center ice. Skated in. On sides. Left side. Trying to move to the middle. They're through. Shot. Save. Goal. 5-3 Lakeville. 5 minutes to go in the game. And a back and forth. Face off Jack. Wins it back to Owen. Owen chips it up the boards in front of the Lakeville bench. Picked up by their D. They go D to D. Now off to their right winger off the boards. Hunter swiped at it. Falls behind him into the near side corner. Now picked up here by Cottage Grove. Picked up by Lakeville. Shot. Save Anderson. Rebound. Anderson save. Broken stick. Mikey skates off because he had no stick. Short side chance. Lakeville save Anderson. Good save Anderson. Well, a face off in the D zone here. Face off controlled by Lakeville. Lakeville, right D. Back down to the half wall. Past him. Bodes jumps in. Lakeville comes away with it. Short side. Save Anderson. Jack looks up ice. Chips it up to Tyler. Tyler. Near side boards. Drop pass. Picked off by Lakeville. Cottage Grove has to retreat. Good play by Graham back the other way. Graham stays in the rush. Jack rushes. Slow it up. Graham retreats. Bode skates it in. Circles. Tried to dangle. Poke checked away by Lakeville nicely. Lakeville back the other way. Clears it nicely. Graham has to retreat in his own end. Graham to Max. Max to Jack. Jack lowers his shoulder. Shot. Oh, off the crossbar. High. That was a snipe by Jack. Just missed as that hit all iron. Cottage Grove back the other way, though. Max tries to get through a crowd. He's roughed up. Play goes on. Lakeville, far corner. They look up ice. Cross ice. Picked up that. No, that was below his shoulder. Be a face-off in the D zone for CG. 2:33 to go in the game. 5-3, Lakeville. Face-off. Controlled by Cottage Grove. It's Gouster. Gouster off the boards. Clears it. Lakeville right back the other way. And here comes Owen. He chips it off the boards. Try to get it to Gouster. He's roughed up right in front of the penalty boxes. Lakeville has it. They go D to D in their own zone. Look up ice. Half wall. Not half wall, sorry. Center ice off the boards. Now they retreat into their own end. Just killing time. 2 minutes to go. Owen has it. Off the boards. Lakeville picks it off. They send it back down. That's an ice. Should have been an ice. He's behind the red line. Hunter comes away with it, though. He's going to try to turn on the Jets and make something happen. Good save, Anderson. 1:42 to go in the game. 5-3 your score. Puck squirts free. Cottage Grove trying to muster up a goal here. Make this thing interesting here with a minute and a half to go here. Picked off here by Lakeville. Good swipe by Bodes. Hunter trying to turn on the Jets. Shovels it up to Jack. Jack dangles through one. And turned away by Lakeville back the other way. They got empty net here for Cottage Grove. As they're looking to settle it down, they do. It's going to be Max. A 6-on-5. Empty net, CG. Maxie working short side. Slams on the brakes. Poked away by Lakeville. Miles jumps in. Shoveled, I thought, towards the blue line, but not. Still hung up on the wall. Now back to Bowden. He sends it to Max. Miles has it short side. Oh, I thought that went in. And Cottage Grove back the other way. They got 30 seconds to go. Poked away by Lakeville. That's going to about do it. It'll be an empty netter for Lakeville. Put them up 6-3 with 23.8 seconds to go. That'll be the icing on the cake for Lakeville's. Cottage Grove is going to fall here. Good save Anderson with 13 seconds to go in the game. Nice save Anderson as he read that the whole way back the other way. Mikey, 3 seconds to go. That'll do it. Cottage Grove will fall to, I think, 1-1-1 in district play. But I think a healthy 12-2-2 overall, as they'll look to regroup tomorrow against Rosemount in Rosemount. For another tough District 8 matchup coming up. Thanks for tuning in.